What is up, everybody? JT Dangerous here once again. I am here to do my Week 15 college football predictions. Championship week. Now, with Week 14 in the books, we are now into the final week of the college football regular season, and it is indeed championship week. So I am very excited to do my Week 15 predictions for you guys, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record coming into championship week of the college football season after a very fantastic Week 14, we went 29-12. So we're coming in extremely hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video, we will continue the red hot winning ways. We're on a 12-week winning streak. Hopefully in this video, we will cap off this amazing regular season in college football and finish on a 13-week winning streak. Hopefully. Now, I do want to thank you guys for all the birthday wishes I got last week. Again, thank you guys so very much. Hopefully, you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving with your friends, family, loved ones, and relatives. Hopefully, you guys got some great deals on Black Friday. And hopefully, today we'll get some great online deals on Cyber Monday. Now, this is the first video in a combined 2-video day on the channel today, guys. So I hope you guys will be able to watch all these videos. Always show your support on the channel by watching these videos, super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks, your opinions, and representing your college football teams in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, as a first-time viewer, this is your first video, boy, you picked the good one if you're a huge fan of college football like myself, and you're ready for the final day in the college football regular season known as Championship Week. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these Week 15 college football predictions. Let's start off on Friday night with the Pac-12 Championship between the Oregon Ducks facing the Utah Utes. Now, this is the 33rd meeting between Oregon and Utah. Oregon leads the all-time series 22-10. Now, the Utes won last year's meeting over the Ducks, and the Ducks are looking to defeat the Utes for the first time in 2 years. Now, both teams are coming out very good Week 14s in the Pac-12 Conference. Oregon's coming off their victory over Oregon State in Civil War on Saturday, coming in at 10-2 and looking to win the Pac-12 Championship for the first time in 5 years. Then on the other side, you have the Utes coming off their victory over Colorado on Saturday, coming in at 11-1, and Utah's looking to win the Pac-12 Championship for the first time in school history. So coming from me in this year's Pac-12 Championship game on Friday, hopefully it'll be a little bit more high scoring than last year's Pac-12 Championship game. And hopefully Utah will actually show up, unlike last year with just 3 points. So coming from me, I may get this one wrong, but I'm going to go with Justin Herbert and the Oregon Ducks to win the Pac-12 Championship for the first time in 5 years and defeat the Utah Utes in an offensive shootout. And now the Saturday slate, starting off with the Big 12 Championship between the Baylor Bears facing off against the reigning and defending 2-time Big 12 champions, my Oklahoma Sooners. Now, this is the 30th meeting between Baylor and Oklahoma. Oklahoma leads the all-time series 26-3. Now, my Sooners have won the last 5 meetings, including the Week 12 showdown on November 16th again against Baylor, coming back from 21 points down. And Baylor's looking to defeat Oklahoma for the first time since 2014. Now, both teams are coming out very good Week 14s in the Big 12 Conference. Baylor's coming out their victory over Kansas on Saturday, coming in at 11-1, and Baylor's looking to win the Big 12 title for the first time in school history. There you have my Oklahoma Sooners coming out their victory in Bedlam over Oklahoma State on Saturday, coming in also at 11-1, and we're looking to win our 3rd consecutive Big 12 championship and our 10th Big 12 title overall. Now, here's a huge dangerous fact. Oklahoma is 9-1 in Big 12 title games. Their last loss was all the way back in 2003 to Kansas State. So it's been a very long time since I've seen my Sooners lose a Big 12 championship game, and I'm not looking to see them lose now. So coming from me in this year's Big 12 championship game, this one's going to be good. This one's going to be a good one. Last year's was good with Texas. This year's going to be good with Baylor. But coming from me, I think the result's going to still be the same. I am taking Jalen Hurts, CeeDee Lamb, Lincoln Riley, and my Oklahoma Sooners to win their 3rd consecutive Big 12 championship and defeat the Baylor Bears in an offensive shootout. And now the next matchup, it is for the Sun Belt Championship between the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns heading to Boone, North Carolina to face the reigning and defending Sun Belt champions, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Now, this is only the 8th meeting between Louisiana Lafayette and Appalachian State. The Mountaineers have won the last 7 meetings against the Raging Cajuns dating back to 2014, and the Raging Cajuns are looking to defeat the Mountaineers for the very first time. Now, both teams are coming off very good Week 14s in the Sun Belt Conference. Louisiana Lafayette's coming off their victory over Louisiana Monroe on Saturday, coming in at 10-2, and they're looking to win the Sun Belt title for the first time in school history. There is you have the Appalachian State Mountaineers coming off their victory on Black Friday over Troy. They're coming in at 11-1, and Appalachian State's looking to continue their dominance in the Sun Belt Conference and win their second consecutive Sun Belt Championship. So coming from me in this year's Sun Belt title game, I'm going to go with the Appalachian State Mountaineers to repeat as the Sun Belt champions and defeat the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns. And now the next matchup, in which College Game Day will be at this game on Saturday. It is for the SEC title between the Georgia Bulldogs facing off against the LSU Tigers. Now this is the 31st meeting between Georgia and LSU. LSU leads the all-time series 17-13-1. Now LSU won the last year's meeting over the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs are looking to defeat the Tigers for the first time since 2013. Now this is also the 4th meeting between LSU and Georgia in the SEC title game. LSU leads the series 2-1. Now, both teams are coming off very good days in Week 14. Georgia's coming off their victory over Georgia Tech on Saturday. They're coming in at 11-1, and the Bulldogs are looking to cap the season off with an SEC title for the first time in over 2 years. There is you have the LSU Tigers coming off their victory over Texas A&M on Saturday. They're coming in undefeated at 12-0, and the LSU Tigers are looking to cap off this magical season they have had this year by winning the SEC title for the first time in 8 years. So, coming from me in this year's SEC Championship game, this one's the toughest pick. Out of all the championship games I'm predicting, this is quite possibly the toughest because both these teams are fantastic, but there can only be one winner. So, coming from me, I said after LSU beat Alabama, I would be picking LSU all the way up to their bowl game. So, as a man of my word, I may get this one wrong, but I have to keep my word. I am taking Joe Burrow, Coach O, and the LSU Tigers to win the SEC title for the first time in 8 years and defeat the Georgia Bulldogs. Joe Tigers! And now the next matchup. It is for the MAC Championship between the Miami of Ohio Redhawks facing the Central Michigan Chippewas. Now this is the 29th meeting between Miami of Ohio and Central Michigan. Miami of Ohio leads the all-time series 14-13-1. Now the Redhawks have won the last 2 meetings against the Chippewas, and the Chippewas are looking to defeat the Redhawks for the first time in 5 years. Now this is only the 2nd meeting between these two in the MAC Championship, with the Chippewas defeating the Redhawks in 2007. Now, both teams are coming out very different Week 14s in the MAC Conference. Miami of Ohio is coming off their loss to Ball State on Black Friday, coming in at 7-5, and the Redhawks are looking to win the MAC title for the first time in 9 years. There is the Central Michigan Chippewas coming off their victory over Toledo on Black Friday. They're coming in at 8-4, and the Chippewas are looking to win the MAC title for the first time since 2009. So, coming from me in this year's MAC Championship in Detroit, ooh, this one's going to be good, but this is practically a home game for Central Michigan. So coming from me, I'm going to go with the Central Michigan Chippewas to win the MAC title for the first time since 2009 and defeat the Miami of Ohio Redhawks. And now the next matchup. It is a Week 14 rematch, but this time it's for the American Athletic Conference Championship between the Cincinnati Bearcats heading to Memphis to face the Memphis Tigers. Now this is the 36th meeting between Cincinnati and Memphis. Memphis leads the all-time series 22-13. Now the Tigers have won the last 4 meetings against the Bearcats, including Saturday's victory and getting a spot into the American Athletic Conference Championship. And the Bearcats are looking to defeat the Tigers for the first time since 2013. Now both these two teams played each other on Saturday, with Memphis beating Cincinnati and Memphis getting home field. So this game is the Week 14 rematch. Cincinnati's coming in at 10-2, and Memphis coming in at 11-1. And both these teams have never won the American Athletic Conference Championship. So whoever wins will win their first championship in their school's history. So coming from me in this Week 14 rematch for the American Athletic Conference Championship, I picked Cincinnati to win in Week 14. I was wrong. So coming from me, I'm going to go with the Memphis Tigers to win their first American Athletic Conference Championship and defeat the Cincinnati Bearcats. And now the next matchup. It is for the Mountain West Conference Championship between the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors heading to the Smurf Turf to face my Boise State Broncos. Now this is the 17th meeting between Hawaii and Boise State. Boise State leads the all-time series 13-3. Now my Broncos have won the last 7 meetings against the Rainbow Warriors dating all the way back to 2008, and the Rainbow Warriors are looking to defeat my Broncos for the first time since 2007. Now both teams are coming off very good Week 14s. Hawaii's coming off their victory on Saturday night over Army. They're coming in at 9-4, and the Rainbow Warriors are looking to win their first Mountain West Conference Championship in school history. There is idea of my Boise State Broncos coming off their victory over Colorado State on Friday. They're coming in at 11-1, and my Broncos are looking to win the Mountain West Conference title for the first time in 2 years. So coming from me in this year's Mountain West Conference Championship, I'm going to go with my Boise State Broncos to win the Mountain West Conference title for the first time in 2 years and defeat the Rainbow Warriors of Hawaii in a very close one. And now the next matchup. It is for the ACC Championship between the Virginia Cavaliers facing the reigning and defending 4-time ACC champions and the reigning national champions, the Clemson Tigers. Now this is the 48th meeting between Virginia and Clemson. Clemson leads the all-time series 38-8-1. Now the Tigers have won the last 3 meetings against the Cavaliers dating all the way back to 2008, and the Cavaliers are looking to defeat the Clemson Tigers for the first time since 2004. Now both teams are coming out very good Week 14s. Clemson's coming out their victory over South Carolina on Saturday, coming in undefeated at 12-0 and looking to win their 5th consecutive ACC Championship. There is idea of the Virginia Cavaliers coming off their victory in the Commonwealth Cup on Friday over Virginia Tech. They're coming in at 9-3, and Virginia is looking to overcome all the odds and win their first ACC Championship in school history. So, coming from me in this year's ACC Championship game, you talk about David versus Goliath. Your face, Virginia, never being in this position before against a team that's been here 4 consecutive years and have won all 4 of those years. So coming from me, I think this is going to be a complete obvious one. I'm going to go with Dabo Swinney, Trevor Lawrence, and the Clemson Tigers to win their 5th consecutive ACC Championship and remain undefeated and defeat the Virginia Cavaliers in a blowout. And now my next matchup, which is my random championship game of the week. And it's coming out of the football championship subdivision, and it's for the SWAC title between the Southern Jaguars heading to Alcorn State to face the reigning SWAC champions, the Alcorn State Braves. Now both teams are coming out very good Week 14s in the SWAC Conference. Southern's coming off their victory over Grambling State in the Bayou Classic on Saturday, coming in at 8-4, looking to win their first SWAC championship in school history. And then you have the Alcorn State Braves coming off their victory over Jackson State about 2 weeks ago, coming in at 8-3, and they're looking to defend their crown and repeat as SWAC champions. So coming from me in this matchup for the SWAC championship in the football championship subdivision, just because I don't know a lot about these 2 teams, I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go with the Alcorn State Braves to repeat as SWAC champions and defeat the Southern Jaguars. And now the next matchup. It is for the Big Ten Championship between the Wisconsin Badgers facing the reigning and defending 2-time Big Ten champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now this is the 84th meeting between Wisconsin and Ohio State. Ohio State leads the all-time series 60-18-5. Now the Buckeyes have won the last 7 meetings against the Badgers, including their meeting on October 26th of this year, and the Badgers are looking to defeat the Buckeyes for the first time in 9 years. Now, both teams are coming off very good Week 14s in the Big Ten Conference. Ohio State's coming off their victory over Michigan in a blowout on Saturday, coming in undefeated at 12-0, and they're looking to repeat as Big Ten champions. And then on the other side, you have the Wisconsin Badgers coming off their victory over Minnesota on Saturday, coming in at 10-2, and the Badgers are looking to win the Big Ten Conference for the first time since 2012. So, coming from me in this year's Big Ten Championship game at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana, can Ohio State stop Jonathan Taylor 2 times in 1 year? That's the biggest question coming in. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Justin Fields and the Ohio State Buckeyes to win their 3rd consecutive Big Ten championship and defeat the Wisconsin Badgers. OHIO. And now the next matchup. It is for the Conference USA Championship between the UAB Blazers, the reigning Conference USA champions, heading to Boca Raton, Florida, to face the Florida Atlantic Owls. Now this is only the 7th meeting between UAB and Florida Atlantic. Florida Atlantic leads the all-time series 4-2. Now the Blazers won the last meeting all the way back in 2014, and the Owls are looking to defeat the Blazers for the first time since 2013. Now both teams are coming out very good Week 14s in Conference USA play. UAB is coming out their victory over North Texas on Saturday, coming in at 9-3, and they're looking to defend their crown and repeat as the Conference USA champions. There is idea the Florida Atlantic Owls coming out their victory over Southern Mississippi on Saturday, coming in at 9-3 as well, and they're looking to win the Conference USA title for the first time in 2 years. So coming from me in this year's Conference USA Championship, I'm going to go with Lane Kiffin's Florida Atlantic Owls to win the Conference USA title for the first time in 2 years and defeat the UAB Blazers. And now the final matchup in Week 15, which will happen next Saturday, and it's one of my all-time favorite rivalries when it comes to the military academies, between the Black Knights of Army facing off against the Midshipmen of Navy. Now this is the 120th meeting between Army and Navy. Navy leads the all-time series 60, 52, and 7. Now, the Black Knights of Army have won the last 3 meetings against the Midshipmen of Navy, and Navy's looking to defeat Army for the first time in 4 years. Now, both teams are coming out very different Week 14s. Army's coming off their loss on Saturday night to Hawaii. They're coming in at 5-7, and Navy's coming off their victory over Houston on Saturday, coming in at 9-2. So, coming from me in the next installment of Army versus Navy in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, next Saturday on CBS, I think this year it's going to be go Navy, beat Army. So coming from me, I'm going to go with the Midshipmen of Navy to defeat the Black Knights of Army. And those are my Week 15 college football predictions. Championship week. Now I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you have winning on championship week in college football? Do you see any big time upsets happening? Who do you have winning the SEC title, Pac-12 title, Big 12 title, ACC title, SWAC title, Sun Belt title, Conference USA title, American Athletic Conference title? And who do you have winning between Army and the Naval Academy? And as always, represent your college football team in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course, reply right back to me, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. And I do want to thank you guys, each and every one of you, for watching all of my college football predictions throughout this year. Again, it was another rounding success thanks to you guys, and you guys make this so much fun to do every year. And you already know we're going to be doing college football predictions next year for sure, and for sure I'll be doing bowl predictions in a couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. Now before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this: that like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys later tonight for my Week 14 NFL predictions. Later days, guys, and peace.